Can you play it from your
I think so. Okay, we are live on the Facebook. Let me see what I can do here as people come on in. My connection is weak. Jesus. Yay, people are coming. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Hi everyone. Kai, how are you? Violetta, such a pretty name. I think I say that every time. Emily, hi, how are you? That's so incredible. I love just the click of a button and we're all connected. And we're gonna give everyone a chance to get here in case, you know, you were running a few minutes behind like I was. But welcome so far to the official While You Were Sleeping EP release listening party. I am so excited you all are here. Kiki, hey. Richard, hey. Bruce, hi. I'm gonna, again, give us a moment to get acquainted and let other people show up. So if you want to introduce yourself, please let me know. Are you able to see the comments happening? Mm-hmm. Cool, because there are too many comments happening on my phone that some of them aren't coming through now. Angelica, hi. Jackie, hello. Marina, hey. Mohammed, hello. I love seeing all these familiar faces and names. Oscar, how are you? Magallan, is it? Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, Martin. Thank you for staying up. Yes, I have the blonde hair now, huh? It's very different. Rob's on here? My Rob? Yeah. What up, G? My producer on the EP, Rob Grimaldi, is tuning in as well. So you are in the presence of greatness because Rob is the bomb. Victoria, Rich, Rob, Louie, Leon, Jesse. So good to see you all. We'll wait just a couple more minutes. And again, thank you so much for being here. It's such an exciting day. It really is. This has been a long time coming. My EP, While You Were Sleeping, was actually started about, 3 years ago now when we started writing the songs. And actually the last track, which we'll get to, I wrote a long time ago. Way before I even knew Rob, way before I knew I even wanted to make an EP. Thank you so much, you all. Thank you, thank you. So, here's how it's gonna work today. Here's how I'm hoping it's gonna work today. I have my music hooked up to my television, and we are going to go through each song on the EP with the help of my sister here. We look a lot alike, I know. Her name's Corey. Hello. And she's going to be making sure that we see all of your questions and comments, and we're gonna listen to each track, and if you want, I can tell you sort of like the backstory behind each, what they mean. And hi, Kelsey. Oh, thank you so much. Kerwin, thank you so much. Renee, Josh. Yes, I'm actually headed to Alabama next month, but we'll get to questions in a couple minutes. So, what do you think? Should we jump in?
Let's start.
All right, so let me get to my music here, and let's hope that it works exactly how I'm hoping it does. Please come up. Okay, you'll have to let me know if you can hear the quality of the songs. I'll walk around and you can tell me if it's like getting better or worse. All right, this is the first track off of While You Were Sleeping. It's called Woman.
I am not here to play nice.
Turn it up for you. Up there. That's Woman. That's the first song off of While You Were Sleeping. So, first I want to know who here has heard it and who hasn't. Because, you know, I got to make sure everyone knows and is brought up to speed. Woman was actually written. It's a really cool story. So, my producer Rob and I were writing song after song after song after song, and we just weren't getting what we wanted. So, on the night that I was supposed to fly out, I had this strange gut feeling that said, stay a couple more hours, and I called the airline and they told me it would be a $2,000 cost to change my flight, but because of a random storm that was coming in, the fee would be waived. So I took that as a sign to stay for another day, write one more song, and see what we could come up with. And that was Woman. But it wasn't called Woman at the time. It was called Wildfire. I'm a wildfire. Not Woman at all. So later, when I was shooting Summer Forever, which is a movie with YouTubers Megan Nicole and a whole bunch of people, I was playing it and listening to a mix on my phone, and I was playing it for the director and my co-writer, Brock Baker. And Roman and Brock both thought I was saying the word woman. So I was like, you know what, actually that really hits the message like bullseye right between the eye, right on target. So let's change the name of the song to Woman. And that is the story behind Woman. If you have any questions about it, feel free to ask. Yes, Sophia, I shared some of that on Snapchat. So as you see, when I'm sharing music, if you guys follow me on Snapchat, it's just my name, Alyson Stoner. I'm often in the studio, and then you wait years sometimes before you even hear the final product. But Woman was definitely something we shared about. Yeah, isn't that cool? It's awesome. I love that story. And let's see, a fun fact, when I was on tour with Girls Night In, I opened the show with Woman. I thought that's perfect. It's called Girls Night In. Perfect, on brand song choice. Hi Mandy, hi Ivy, hi Elisabetta. How pretty is that? So, shall we keep moving, do you think? Oh yes, if you're just joining us, welcome to the While You Were Sleeping EP release listening party. If anyone's wondering why I chose to name the EP While You Were Sleeping, well, As some of you may know, I have been doing this entertainment thing for a lot of years. Since I was 6 or 7 years old, I've been acting, singing, and dancing. So I find it funny that when I keep working on different films and different projects, which I'm very fortunate to be able to do, a lot of people don't get around to seeing them, or they're not studio blockbuster films, so they're not as popular. Maybe they're independent and lower scale, but it doesn't mean that I've died or that I've fallen off the face of the earth. And so I start hearing from people. They ask me, did you give up on acting? Did you stop dancing? Do you still know any of the famous people you worked with? And I just started getting a kick out of it, thinking, y'all, if you just check out what I'm up to, I have different films and tours and music and things happening. I'm not trying to rub it in anyone's face, but this is what I've been up to while you were sleeping. So it's sort of a way to lightly poke at the industry and at people who are thinking that maybe all of us have just stopped working or stopped pursuing our dreams, but that's definitely not the case. So as you can see here, we're doing the EP release party for a completely independent artist. That's right. My producer Rob and I made these songs, and Rob was amazing. He brought these songs to life and gave them flesh. And now we've gone on tour with them, and that's just so powerful to me as an independent artist to actually say, this is my dream and I believe in it, and a team of people can come together to make it happen. And that's what I've been doing while you were sleeping. So moving on. Yes, it is Sophia, very sassy. Yes, Mandy, that's how I feel. So the next song has a lot of stories behind it as well. It is called Back to Church. Let's see if this will pull up exactly how I'm hoping it does. And thank you so much for being here. Juliet, hello. Nice to see you. Some familiar faces. All right, here we go. This is Back to Church, second single, While You Were Sleeping. Woo, please go. Cause I move just a bit unholy sometimes. It's inside, I mean, I got that I'm trying to get out tonight. Now lock the doors, I'll show you everything that you'll never see. I'll take the lead, meet me on the floor, and I'll tell you a secret, baby. This is how it's gonna be, I knew it would be, now you can never leave. Don't be loud to me, might as well because I'll be crossing every line. You're so wrong, funny, you can see it at first, but now you're just blind. Lock the doors, I'll show you a real one that you'll never see. I'll take the lead, meet me on the floor. back to church. Oh, I love that one. I feel like that is perfect for like workout playlists, you know? And that's what we would do actually on tour. We danced a lot to that song just for fun. I would come in and see some of the other girls on tour like playing it secretly. It's like, you guys, I happen to know this song too. Maybe we can do it together. Yay, I'm so glad you guys like it. That's awesome. So, back to church. It's kind of a weird title, right? You're like, is this like a song about church? Do we like church? Are we scared of church? Why are we going back to church? Well, the word church is a symbol for me. Growing up in church-related environments, that's where I wanted to feel safest. And then I reached a point in time when the people I was hanging out with who believed what I believed at the time, they kind of started getting a little bit nervous about some of the questions I was asking. I just got really curious. I was like, what? I'm struggling with this and I don't know what to do about it. And I was finding it hard to be myself. And so I ended up wanting to find a place and a community of people who would accept me for who I was, so I could wrestle with these big issues and I could ask these daring questions and take risks. And I ended up finding that community with the freestyle underground dance world. So coming from a strict, rigid choreography background, it was similar to the strict, rigid community that I grew up with. But I then found that there are people who still have such a love for life and a compassion for people, and they also are not afraid of being human. And so I wrote this song with my friend Brock Baker, who's awesome, and I just wanted it to be about being authentic, because we have all these sides of us, right? And we're trying to sort of hide them or hide behind them, and instead I would love to be able to embrace it and be honest that life is messy. We're totally messy. So the song, you get high, I get low, I'm not trying to save your soul, those are like really intense lyrics, but it's actually supposed to be more of like a, yo, we are just figuring this out. We are taking it one step at a time, and I'm going through this right now, or I'm going through that, and it's great or it's terrible, but it's all a part of this life, and we're gonna be okay type of thing. So it is kind of an intense subject matter, but the cool thing is that we wanted to make it translate on a dance floor. And the way I did this with the music video is I brought in 13 freestylers. So these people don't do choreography. They don't do what they're told. They actually respond to the inner guide of how they're feeling and responding to the music. And I thought that was a really cool symbol to learn for me how to trust that what I need to know and who I am is within, instead of trying to follow what I'm being taught. You know, you really have to learn how to ask these questions and trust everything. So, if you have any, yes, Marina, exactly. Thank you, Philip. I'm so glad you liked the video. If you guys haven't seen the video, go to YouTube, check out Back to Church video. It's super cool. The concept is concrete jungle. So I'm blending, you know, the streets, concrete downtown skyline with the jungle elements. We're all sort of animalistic movers, and they're all freestyling, and these people are incredible. Yes, Ahmed, thank you so much. I'm glad it makes more sense now. Connor, thank you for hanging out, because I do love to be able to share this. But now that the songs are yours, you can add whatever stories you want to them. That's the beauty of music. It can be interpreted a million different ways. So, thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you, is it Taher? Taher? So pretty. Okay, so let's keep it moving. We've got 2 down. And there's, ooh, this one's good. This one was the show closer on the Girls' Night In tour. And by the end, people were singing along to the words. I think it's super catchy, so I'm sorry and you're welcome for this getting stuck in your head. This is called The Boy Is Mine. All right, let's load her up. Here we go.
Try come between us if you really would. My baby, I need your love.
Come on, connection. All right. Oh, keep it going. We might have to let it load for a second. I was also gonna say, so I'm actually kind of glad that I did this. As you're listening, I want to challenge you to listen to the lyrics and try and guess what the story could be about, or give it your own story, because I want to start reading your comments and seeing like what you think the song could be about. This one's pretty directed in your face, but you know, you'd be surprised at all the stories that went behind it. All right, let's see if this keeps it better, smoother now. Fun fact, I always forgot that lyric when I performed it live. Always forgot that line. I swear, if it don't keep listening to me like this, you can do it. What do you think this song's about? Thank you so much. Hi, Alexa. They love seeing you. They're like, it's Corey, it's Corey, it's Corey. There's like 12 harmonies on this part. We stacked vocals for days. There's like 35 voices. Come on, you can do it. Let's get through it. We'll load it later, preload it. We'll give it a couple more seconds, but then you might have to listen to the rest. Can you do it? Oh my gosh, Ivy, that's so cool. She said this is her alarm in the morning. That's so cool. Thank you, Josh. Thank you. Hi, Michael. Nakia. Thank you so much. Oh, I will. Okay, so that is The Boy Is Mine. Oh, okay, I'm reading some of your comments. You think the song is, I don't even know how to pronounce that word. Satirizing? Satirizing?
Like a satire.
I mean, it's a satire, satirical, but I don't think I've seen it as a verb. Can I scroll up here? How shallow and aggressive some people get with potential relationships. Whew, ain't that the truth? Hi, Switzerland, welcome. People are saying hello to my sister. She's pretty awesome. So, the story behind that song, it's a little rough, but it happens to the best of us. Hopefully, not too many of us. Victoria says, I sing it to the girl who wants to steal my boyfriend. You're on track here. So, the song The Boy Is Mine, I wrote after I started falling in love, I guess, for maybe the first time in this powerful of a way. And then in comes the other girl. And I'm thinking, well, there's no threat here because, you know, the boy's mine. He knows it. I know it, and I'm his, and everything's good, right? And then you start to watch things unfold and you think, is it normal that they're in touch like that? Or am I overthinking this? Or am I just insecure? You start questioning things. I know I'm not alone on this, so don't leave me hanging here. But then I discovered the information that no one wants to hear, that the boy was not just mine. The boy was sharing, and I was sharing the boy. And so after that kind of got taken care of and settled, I decided to give it another shot. And lessons learned. And as I gave it another shot, then another instance with the same person. And woo, my jealousy, I have never felt so territorial in my life. And I'm thinking, this is almost ridiculous. Why am I being possessive over another human being? Because he's not mine to possess anyway. We are free human beings doing this out of care for each other. And also, never come near me because I kind of want to take you out, you little. So, instead of doing something that I would regret later, I did a nice little prayer and meditation, and I decided I'm going to channel this. I'm going to write this song, but I'm going to use some different word choices that are going to speak directly to this person, and they're going to know exactly what I'm saying. So, whenever you listen to this song next time, think about some of the interesting words that stick out, and then just imagine all of the personal anecdotes that go along with that story. Yes, it is sassy. It's meant to be sassy because on While You Were Sleeping, people sometimes think I'm just an actress who says whatever she's told to say, and maybe I don't really have a personality of my own, but I'm human, dang it. I've got feelings. I was definitely hurt and disturbed by this story, but I made it into a really catchy pop song, so take that. And it closed out the Girls' Night In tour, and we had a ton of fun. And in fact, we now have shirts that say "The Boy Is Mine," and I think if you don't have yours yet, you should grab it. I don't even know where you can get those yet. We'll send out links, and we'll figure out if you want the "Boy Is Mine" t-shirt. So let's keep it moving along here. Oh my gosh, okay, the next two songs are the new ones that haven't been out yet, which means I still have to make music videos for them. This is so exciting. Okay. All right. First, we're going to play the song Flow. And Flow, and it says, this file can't be previewed. So we're going to fix that. Let me go down. Do you happen to have Flow anywhere? Okay. We might have to do them out of order. See below. This might work for Flow. There we go. So, the song Flow is really special to me because I guess growing up, I was really, really anxious and easily stressed out and a huge perfectionist, and I was always thinking, just so self-critical, and man, it was just so, like I was living in such a box. And as I started growing out of that, I realized that there's this kind of freedom, and this freedom can almost be a little scary and intimidating at first, but once you learn how to ground yourself and enter the moment and be present with people, you end up having these incredible memories and stories and just experiences of life. And this goes even to all of the songs on this EP. It's about feeling alive finally, almost coming out of my shell and coming to life in a way that I've never felt before. So the song Flow is about getting completely lost in a moment. And whatever that is for you, I want you to imagine like your happiest place, that place of ecstasy, that place of comfort, but also like you're suspended in mid-air, just floating. So imagine that place. If you want to, like, close your eyes as you listen to it, whatever you want to do. I really hope the connection works on this one. Keep your fingers crossed with me, please. And this song will begin now. This is Flow.
Waiting on a feeling, edging like a knife. We both know it's coming, holding on for life. You wanna try it, feel a little lost. If you let me parlay, we get to the echo. I'm real safe, spinning you around, turn you
have to sing it a cappella. 'Cause I'm alive for the moment. Let's see. I hope it, this next one is super special to me, so I really hope it keeps playing. We might have to do increments. Do you want to see if you can pull up even on your phone too, depending? Or, oh, maybe I could go, where else could I find this? I'm sorry, guys. Short little technical difficulty. I guess I could buy my own EP and play it from there. That's kind of funny. I haven't bought my EP yet. I'm doing it right now. So while we're waiting, I'll go through the lyrics of the song. So I'm saying in the second verse, catch me while you're falling, lighter than the air. We could be suspended, moving on a prayer. How does the next part go? Shifting like a shadow, let it come undone. Wear 1,000 faces, you're always the one. Let it in, let it under your skin. Spin you around, turn you upside down. Let it in, let it under your skin. Spin you around, turn it up. And I love the chorus of this. We could let it flow, breaking through the ceiling. Leave 'em barely breathing, let your body go. All I know is I'm alive for the moment. And then in the bridge it says, trust me, take my hand, I'm giving into a waking dream. Oh, here we go. Is it gonna play a little bit? I don't think it's going to. Maybe it's bad connection here. Yeah, I know, technology's not the best. So, let me see. I wanna make sure I can hear the last song perfectly clearly, because the last song is my favorite song I've probably ever written. And it's called Miles. Let me make sure I pull it up now. Please, please, please. And I'm gonna download it too. An audio error occurred. No, 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 you can't occur. Okay, it's downloading. So, Anthony says, too bad you're not playing. Oh, here. Yeah, until we're ready, let's play the rest of Flow through here. Let it in, let it under your skin, spin you around, turn you upside down. Let it in, let it under your skin, spin you around, turn it up. We can let it go. I love this part. I feel like I'm floating in space. Ooh, I have an idea. If you have any ideas for the music video, comment them right now, because I'm still thinking of what I want to do for this. I have some ideas, but I'm not sure yet. Hi, Brazil. Oh, thank you, Eddie. Okay, so that was Flow, and I want to see y'all like make some dances to it, use it on Musical.ly, dance to it on Snapchat, and make sure you send it to me, okay? I really want to see how everyone hears my music and how it makes them move. I decided to sit down on my floor, sorry. Make sure I can get this song downloaded. Do you have Miles on there too? We might have to listen to it there just to be safe. So, the last song. The last song, Miles. I'm going to tell you the story, which not a lot of people know, even in my personal life, at least from this angle. So Miles was written when a good friend of mine had an interest in a mutual friend of ours, a guy. And they were getting to know each other, and I happened to actually still really have like a crush on him as well, but I noticed that she already kind of verbalized it, so I said, okay, that's fine. And they ended up kind of pursuing something, but as I watched it unfold for them, I saw that she wasn't in the same place that he was. She was sort of having fun, it was whimsical, she could be there today and gone tomorrow, and he was falling deeply, and she had a hold on him. So as she decided to kind of split away and move on with someone else, he was pretty crushed and beat up from it. And it was one of my first encounters with like seeing someone fall in love and be disappointed and have expectations, because I didn't date growing up. I was very, very late to the dating party. Ooh! And, wow, it's starting to play. Hold on one sec. Okay, I think it'll actually work though, which will be good. So I had a conversation with him, and he explained the story, and I was so moved by it that I felt overwhelmed, and I needed to respond by sort of creating a song about his story. So as I got older and I had my own encounters, the song took on a new meaning, but it was originally written for him, someone I had feelings for, but who liked someone else who hurt him. And it was a strange little triangle, and I don't even think he knows, but that's what the song's about, and I've been holding on to it because I didn't know how I wanted to play it, but I look forward to figuring out like the live versions. We can do like huge string arrangements, or we can do stripped down acoustically. Christina, how old were you when you first dated? She asked. I didn't start dating until after I was 18. I was pretty late compared to all of my friends. So that's so funny. Still haven't found the address for the dating party. Oh, hi Persa. Nice to see you. So without further ado, the final song, my favorite, Miles, from While You Were Sleeping. Fingers crossed that this works how I hope it does. I'll get close to the computer or the TV here.
What if I told you I'm losing my grip? I'm getting sick, second guessing consequences. Do you notice I'm hooked by the bait of a catch-22? I'm waiting through the water, I'm waiting for you. So darling, take your pick, either we sink or swim. I just need an early sign if we're moving on, 'cause maybe Why does it always hurt so hard to love? Love hurts. Love hurts. 'Cause lately, how I ever got here next to you. And that's all you gave me. Maybe I only ever got an inch of you, but baby, you hold.
That is the last song and final track, Miles, off of my EP that dropped today, While You Were Sleeping. So, that song is very sentimental, as you can hear. Thank you so much. I am glad you all love it. I saw some ideas for the video. I haven't thought of ideas. Hi, Scott. Hi. Hi, A. Hi, everyone. So I'm still thinking of ideas, but a fun fact about that song is that there's no auto-tune. There's no tuning. The voice is my voice, and my producer actually surprised me. He's incredible with finding sonically what kind of effects you want to add to a dance track, and he returned it to me and said, does it sound good? And I sort of made notes on other parts of the song, and he asked about the vocal and said, hey, by the way, there's no tuning on it. And I was like, what do you mean there's no tuning? Like, what do you mean the imperfections are right there for everyone to hear? And he said, I thought you would appreciate that, and that meant a lot. So Rob, if you're still watching, thank you for doing that, because I'm constantly saying, how can we keep this real? How can we keep this human so people know that I am human and that I want to be human when I share my music? And so he sent me the mix back and said, hey, if you're good to go, we're gonna master this just as it is, just your voice. And you know, I was getting over, or just starting to get sick, and I'm thinking, oh gosh, I hope my voice is here. And then something magical happened, and we just kept it. And so that means a lot to me. When you listen to that song, know that that's very much just me in sharing who I am and what I went through. Thank you all so much. I want to take a couple questions now. Corey is helping me here. Hello. So we have some questions from Greg. Will you be selling While You Were Sleeping in stores or just digitally? Right now, we're doing digital sales, but if there's a demand for in-stores, definitely. I also want to see if I can get it playing in different stores. So you never know, you might be walking into a Foot Locker or a Macy's and hear Flow. They're gonna be like, hi, would you like some new shoes? We gonna let it flow. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Jesse, the acoustics for Miles, was there any specific musician who inspired that, or it just came to you through time? Well, we had 3 or 4 ideas of the direction we wanted to go with Miles. And then I started listening to some John Mayer records, and I went, oh, wait a second. He gets this bitter sweetness, this mellow, almost melancholic quality with his guitar voicings. And so we decided to kind of just take a light spin from him and let a musician come in here and do exactly what he does. And something I like to do with my music too is it's not just mine, it's ours. So my producer, I want Rob to do Rob. Alyson will do Alyson. All of our musicians will be themselves, because I think collaborating as a team makes something transcendent, right? Brian, hey Alyson, hello. What's the biggest change you made to this EP and what always remained constant about it? Well, there were 2 or 3 other songs that were going to be on it before Flo and Miles. And I still like the other songs. I might end up releasing them. But there's something about the vulnerability that I think brought it to life in a way that mirrors where I'm at personally. Like I said, I've been in the industry for a long time, and I've played many parts and many roles, and that's a metaphor and it's literal. And I'm now ready to just be myself and share my stories and connect with you all directly, which is why I'm doing this and why I'm so thankful that 95 of you are still here listening and going on the journey with me. Truly, that means a lot. Kiki, did you have any other possible EP titles before you decided on While You Were Sleeping? Yes, we decided on While You Were Sleeping literally like right before it came out. I had a million other ideas. I was thinking about Miles of Me, because it's the name of the song and because each song kind of represents different miles of my story, like milestones. And then I got to thinking, like, what are some strong, iconic, memorable, like one-word titles that represent, you know, this multifaceted female. And then I thought, whoa, I am taking myself way too seriously. I could be like Phoenix or like Prism with Katy Perry, you know, like different one-word iconic titles. And then I went, no. If people don't know what I can do by now, then let them keep moving on to stuff that they like, because I'm going to do me and it's going to be perfectly great and fine and exactly the right thing. So I just decided to have fun with it, and that's why it's kind of a joke, but I was like, yeah, let's go with it. While you were sleeping, here's what I've been doing. Zach, have you ever given thought to incorporating some of your fans in a music video? Yes. Actually, maybe I could do that for some of the next videos. I'm totally open to that. I would love to have people involved, and they don't have to like be fans in the music video. They can just be themselves. Okay. Surya, are you still in contact with Demi Lovato? I actually haven't spoken to Demi in a long time, but I've been following her career and the Jonases, of course. I'm closer with them because I'm actually, my manager is their dad. I know, fun story. And also, what costume are you going to wear for Halloween? Well, okay, there we go. Phew. So yeah, I dressed up as Carol, and I'll probably just dress up as her again. I went as a fan of all of the celebrities. Mohammed, who are your music inspirations? Whew, well, you may or may not know these people, because they're not like always the most famous. There's a girl, a woman called Tish Hyman. There's Emily King, who I always say. JoJo's new record. Again, thank you, Kiki, for telling me about it. There's also Anderson .Paak. His music. I've been listening actually to the Rolling Stones and Billy Joel and Bob Dylan because I was on tour with some rock and roll people and they were showing me a whole other genre of music. And then I think the person who got me started was Janet Jackson. And from Crystal, when creating music, do you ever feel stressed? Do you have stress relief techniques? Crystal, let me tell you, I am the queen of writer's block. I'm like, come on, I just sat down. How come I can't get another lyric out? Sometimes it's a matter of pushing through. Others, it's a matter of letting it go and waiting patiently and presently for the thought to arrive. So stress techniques, maybe stop focusing so much on the result of it and start using your imagination and daydreaming about all the possibilities. A good stress relief technique for me is curiosity. Become curious. Be curious and thoughtful, and then there's less pressure to arrive somewhere, and it's more about the journey. You start exploring things and heightening them, and thinking of sensory details, and that sometimes helps. Or even just writing, setting aside the song that you're writing and start kind of maybe going on a tangent and, taking one detail and then writing a short little blurb about it, like a journal entry, and seeing if any new information comes up. That's helpful sometimes. First concert that I've ever been to from Renee, that was, I believe, I don't have your password, Britney Spears. and Hilary Duff. Those were my first concerts. How did you feel working with Channing Tatum and Step Up? Come on. How do you think I felt? He's pretty amazing. Okay, just a couple more questions here. And thank you all so much again for hanging out and listening to my EP while you were sleeping. It's out today. Raul, what are your hobbies? Whew, that's a great question. I feel like I'm just rediscovering them because I've been working so much while you were sleeping. I love to travel. And because traveling is very expensive, I try to find places where I can like teach dance or like find work and then make a vacation out of it. Sometimes it's only 1 day or 2 days, but just meeting people in different cultures is really awesome for me. And anything art-wise, anything athletic, anything outdoors. I love butterflies, so I really want to go to a butterfly garden. If anyone wants to take me, I'm free between the hours of, just kidding. Okay, and Ben asks, are you planning on videos for Flo and Miles? Well, we touched on that a little bit now, but oh, thank you. It should be released internationally, James. I'll check on that, but we should be able to get this music everywhere. Yes, for the music videos, I think I need to choose first if it's going to be a narrative, telling a story from top to bottom, beginning to end, or if it's going to be more expositional, scenic, plot-driven, character-driven. I'm still ideating right now. That's so amazing to see all of you on here. Alexa, I just got off tour in Ramit, or I'm sorry, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but I am planning on continuing to tour. In fact, I would love to jump on board and start opening for different people and maybe even headline sometime soon. So how do we think? Do we want any, did I miss anything? Perfect. Oh, I love that, Nancy. I'm gonna have to check that out. Thank you so much, Josh and Anthony. Thank you. Okay, y'all. So, thank you so much for hanging out today at my official release party, listening party. Sorry for the technical difficulties. And thanks for bearing with me. And I hope you enjoyed hearing some of the stories behind everything. Again, if you follow me on like Twitter or Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, Facebook, keep sending me your questions because I answer and I want to let you know more information if you're curious. Make sure you check out While You Were Sleeping. It's on iTunes now, Spotify, everywhere digitally. You can check out the videos on YouTube. Tell your friends, and I will stay in touch with you all. So thank you so much. What are y'all doing while we're sleeping?